Good morning. It's so weird doing this on my phone. This is Karen with Veronica's Tarot. And again, thank you for bearing with me while I'm doing this in a hotel room. Much appreciated. Today is our daily energy reading. I'm going to keep it the same. Our current situation, present influence, future influence. Sorry. We are going to what we don't see, what our challenge, what to watch for, advice and outcome. I'm using the Wizard's Tarot this week. I did make it so I could clarify with the Barbier if I need to. So far we haven't really needed to, and I'm being klutzy with my cards. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. I hope everyone's well. So let's see. Current situation. We have got Seven of Pentacles. That's actually a pretty good current situation. Present influence. Hangman. Right, okay. Future influence. Ten of Cups. What we don't see. Fool. Okay. Challenge. Knight of Cups. Okay, this is starting to feel like a relationship with the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups in there. But the challenge, okay, what to watch for? Knight of Wands. Interesting. Advice. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so is there an outcome, or what is the outcome to this current situation? Eight of Swords, very interesting. And with Emperor at the bottom of the deck, that kind of just reminds me about kind of control, trying to take control of a situation a little bit. That's kind of what it feels like. And it kind of does feel like that just with the energies that we're pulling. So we have Seven of Pentacles. And really what Seven of Pentacles is, I see it as taking care of a situation. You are planting the seeds, but you're not just planting the seeds, you're tending to this crop or this garden or whatever it is. And when you're doing that, that means you're working at it, right? You're fertilizing it, watering it. I always say, like, and weeding it, because you have to take out the not so good stuff too. And so this is something about that you have put into play and that you're watching and watching grow. You might not be spending a ton of time in this situation or doing this, but it's more like a something you're just watching and taking care of. But you are taking care of it, definitely taking care of it. So, but because it's moving slow, the Hangman tells us that, and this is in the present influence, you know, that you're kind of frustrated because you're in a place where you can't do anything. Like, you're kind of stuck. And there we have the control issue at the bottom of the deck with the Emperor, right? If you're feeling like you need more control, this Hangman and this Seven of Pentacles together do not fit well with that. They're telling you, you know, you're in a position right now where nothing's happening. You know, there's nothing happening, and there's probably nothing you can do other than continue to do what you're doing and tend to what you're doing. So the influence in the future is your Ten of Cups. And, I feel like this is about a fulfillment, complete fulfillment. And it's not necessarily a relationship, but it can be, definitely. And this is influencing this whole piece here. So there's something this is what you're aiming for, and this is what will be influencing this whole thing in the future, which is a very good influence to have coming in as a future thing. I also like this. So what you don't see is the Fool. So, you know, and I'm just going to say, like, and this kind of will go with the advice too, because this Fool is something you don't see, but yet you're impatient with that Seven of Pentacles and that Hangman. You know, just know that something new is brewing and something new is happening. And this is one of those things that feels good to me. Like, the Fool is about just a spontaneous new beginning that you're kind of not expecting. And you might be even expecting it, but you go after it with such, like newness and curiosity and all of those wonderful things. But something, is happening in the background that you are not seeing. Now, your challenge is the Knight of Cups. And I feel like that is forward movement, and that's the challenge. So knights to me are always movement, and the only knight that really moves slow is the Pentacle one. So this one, again, is about the emotional fulfillment, which I feel like is the Ten of Cups. So he's this is something that is challenging because you want to move forward and you want to offer this, whatever it is with this whole situation, whether it's love or just emotional support or putting your heart into a project. But it's hard because you're in this like stuck mode. So this is your challenge, and your challenge is how to keep moving forward. And what to watch for, though, is the Knight of Wands. So keep an eye out for this energy that's going to come in, because right now this whole energy, other than what you don't know and what you don't see, is very stagnant type energy, because the challenge is moving, which is the Knight of Cups, right? So if the challenge is the Knight of Cups, that means it's not moving. Your bottom of the deck is about control. You feel like you don't have it, but what you don't know is that things are beginning. So in that respect, you really want to look out for this energy that's coming in. Watch for that excitement, that motivation. Watch for something that's really going to move you forward, because that's what this whole thing is about, I think. And you just want to keep your eye out for this action. This is an action card. So this is something that could come in that's going to give you action to take. Either it's a project that's going to get you focused, or it's an offer that comes in that says, let's go do this or go do that. And it's going to bring about that forward movement. Now, I'm going to go to the outcome first. And the outcome is the Eight of Swords. So you're still feeling stuck. And keep in mind, though, the Eight of Swords, yeah, it's stuck, but it's by your own doing usually. Not always, but in this case, I would say probably it is. Because again, we're in the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the situation. We're taking care of it, but it's not happening yet. We've got the Hangman, and we're stuck in this Hangman mode. But we really are looking forward to this new relationship. We know it's there probably, and we don't see that something new is going to happen. So, but we're going towards this. I'm going to pull a clarifier on our Eight of Swords. So you're going to kind of feel stuck a little bit and feel trapped, but you could be trapping yourself. Like this all can be happening, but you don't see the Fool. So you feel trapped. You are thinking you're trapped, which I feel like that's what it is. But the advice is to hold on. Like this is Four of Pentacles. This is about saving money, holding on to things. Sometimes it's about holding on too tightly. And it could be too advice letting go. If you feel like you're holding on too tightly, then maybe you just kind of let it go, let the universe have it, say, I give it to you, because you're feeling out of control with it. That could be. But at the same time, I think it's like, okay, things are happening. Hold on to this idea, this thought, this process, and things will take shape. I'm going to, let's clarify that Eight of, I'm going to use the Barbier. Let's clarify that Eight of Swords, because what is this outcome really like? I feel like it's in your head. That's what my gut is telling me. Is you're feeling stuck. You're not stuck. And sometimes when we put that thing in our head, we really do become stuck, right? We so believe that to be true, that we make it so, basically. And that can happen with anything, but especially with this energy. I'm going to tell you, like, the energy is so, Seven of Pentacles, Hangman. You're like, oh my gosh, how impatient can one be, right? But watching, like, to look for that Knight of Wands is really telling you there's going to be something coming. With that Fool and Knight of Wands, you've got a lot of good stuff beginning and a lot of energy. But I think the outcome is about staying in your head about being stuck, and you probably aren't. It's not a decision, right? It's not the Two of Swords, it's the Eight of Swords. So tell us what this Eight of Swords means in our outcome. Devil, Ace of Swords, and Four of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you feel stuck because there's something that you're stuck on. The Devil is a stuck on card, right? You're stuck on it. So this is something that you could definitely be trapped to, but the Ace of Swords does clear that that Hangman mode too, though. I mean, this Ace of Swords cuts that down. So, but this Devil says, you know, this, so there's something going on with this outcome where you're stuck on one idea, and maybe this Knight of Wands to keep an eye out isn't that. And again, I feel that way too, because we've got the Four of Cups, which tells me that Four of Cups a lot is the poor little old me card, or you're not being given what you want, so you don't want the gift at all. And that to me goes directly with the Devil of that, I'm stuck on this situation. I'm addicted, chained to whatever you want to call it, to this situation. I've got to, you know, get some clarity and cut this free, but I don't want it. So I think you're putting, this is completely telling me that you're putting yourself into this Eight of Swords mode. So, you know, keep in mind, these are daily things. So this is just something that's going to probably pass pretty quickly. But keep that in mind if you're feeling stuck. Are you doing this to yourself? You know, maybe it's something to meditate on and look at and go, am I tying myself up, or am I really tied up? And that is really what to look for. So again, I appreciate your patience. I will not be doing a video probably for the next 2 days. Traveling super early tomorrow, and I just got to get reacquainted with life on Saturday. So have a beautiful day. Please, if you like this, hit the like button, comment. I appreciate all your comments. They help me a lot. They also help me a lot on how to move forward with, you know, explanations. And someone had said, you know, hey, I like the way you put those cards together. So now I know that that's a very important thing to somebody. And because it is, I will try to always do my best with that. And it's important, I think, to learn in learning the tarot. Like, if you're watching these, not just to get readings, but to also see another reader and see what they see and kind of get ideas, that's a great way to do it. So thank you very much, and have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend.